everybody. In the last class we have discussed the economic causes of the French Revolution. The previous classes we have discussed the other causes of the French Revolution. In this class we will discuss about the role of the middle class people for the outbreak of French Revolution in France. Okay, so today in this class we will discuss about the role of the middle class people and the role of the philosopher for the outbreak of French Revolution. Okay, so let's start. The struggle to survive. Who are doing survive or who are struggling and against what? Today we have marked that many poor people, the labor class people, the peasants, farmers, they are struggling in this corona epidemic. Yes or no? So just type of when there is any type of problem is arised, economical crisis for any country, it is arised very soon. The labor class and the poor people, the beggar, the peasants, they are starting to struggle against survive. That means in France Revolution what happened? Actually, let me to start. In 1718, the population of France was 23 million. 1789, when the French Revolution broke out, at that time the population increased to 28 million. There is the increasement of 5 million population in France. Within a very short period of time, 5 million population increased. So after increasement of the population, the price of the bread also increased because the production is not increased in the same increase of the population. So there is the shortage of food in France, and for this reason the price of bread also increased. But what problem? If the price of bread increased, there is not a problem. If the wages are also same increased, but many companies, many owner of the factories, they had not increased their wages of the laborers. For example, if the laborers are paying in 1700, the laborers are paying 100 for day, 100 rupees for day. 1789 they are also paying 100. They are also getting 100 rupees per day. At that time the price of the bread was, if example, rupees 10, now it is 15. So they could not cope with the changing situation. They could not cope with the changing situation. But the problem arised here. So there is the gap between 4 and rich also widened. The 4 becoming 4 day by day. The rich becoming richer day by day. So those are rich people, they are also becoming more and more rich day by day. Those are poor people, they are becoming more and more poor day by day. So it led to the subsistence crisis during old regime. Old regime we have discussed the old type of administration was going on in France country. In France country, old regime, according to the old regime, there are 3 states of people are staying. First and second state people are becoming more and more poor in the country. The third state people, those are included in the third state people, they are also becoming more and more poor in the country. Subsistence crisis is a such type of situation. It is given in the book also. What is subsistence crisis? Subsistence crisis means an extreme situation where the basic means of livelihood are endangered. The basic means of livelihoods, which are the basic means of livelihoods? 1. Food, cloth and shelter. These are called basic means of livelihood. These 3 things are most essential. Then after, health and education. Again 2 things we can add, health and education. But these 3, without these 3 we cannot survive. The food and shelter is also most essential. So the basic needs are in endanger. That is not sufficient as per the population size of the country. This is called subsistence crisis. What is going on in our country, all over the world, not only in our country, all over the world, that also going to create a big subsistence crisis all over the world. That is corona epidemic. You understand? So economic crisis is going down day by day. So after 1 to 3 months, there will be a create a big crisis, economic crisis, that we will call as subsistence crisis. That is shortage of food, cloth, shelter, education, etc. Then growing of middle class envisages. We have discussed the middle class people. Who are included in the middle class people? The peasants, the laborers, workers, the middle class people are also include the big businessmen, small businessmen, artisans, lawyers. So what is the difference between earlier revolts and French Revolution? That does not mean or in before French Revolution there were not any revolution. Yes, there are so many revolutions, but that revolution or that revolt are not became success. Why? In that revolt, the role of the educated people are very less. The role of the educated people are very less. Before French Revolution, there are also so many revolutions were occurred, but it cannot organize in a proper manner and properly. For this reason, that revolutions were not became success. And in this revolution, so many educated and brilliant people, genius people participated and guided the revolutions in a proper way. For this reason, they got the success. In our country, we can also give example. When Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, many educated people participated in our revolution, then it became a success revolution. But before that, many revolutions were also organized. That is peasants movements, workers movements, the tribal movements in our country. But that did not become success. The British successfully changed the movement. But when the educated people participated in the movement, it became success. Just like that, in the France Revolution, before there are so many revolts, but that did not become success. Next point come to the emergence of the middle class people. I have discussed who are the middle class peoples. That is raised up due to the age of enlightenment. That is the rise of knowledge in Europe society. Many people started to become educated, and that educated mind started to ask many questions against the autocracy ruling of the monarch. Come to we have discussed about traders, businessmen, lawyers, philosophers. Traders, they are doing the important export of the some basic. They are doing the important exports of the some basic commodities like silk, textile, woolen. Silk, textile and woolen, they are doing that. They are called as traders. Big businessmen, they are doing the business in the country. Lawyers are generally, philosophers, those are written books and they are thinking about the development of society. They are called as philosophers. Then the key points is the privileges by birth. The philosophers, when the educated people emergence in the society, their first question is there to abolish the privileges by birth, which is basically given to the first and second state people. We have discussed in the three state people. First and second state people are given the basic facilities. First and second state people given basic facilities, but third state people are not given the basic facilities or the privileges by birth. So this hamper the equal opportunity, the status of equal opportunity in the society. So when the educated people participated in the revolt, the status of when the educated people participated in the revolt, they are asking first, they are demanding the equal opportunities for the all categories of people in the society. First, second, and thirdly, there should not be any privileges by birth. They believed in merit. They did not believe in the status or their birthright. They believed in those have merit, they should get the chance. Those have merit, they should get the chance. Okay. So here we discuss the educated people with the farmers, peasants, businessmen, lawyers. They demanded there should be abolition of the privileges birth, that the opportunity given, special opportunity given to the first and second state people, that should be given to the third state people. Those have talent and capacity. So equal opportunity should be given to all. Their demand was equal opportunity in the society should be given to all. So their demands, there is also some role of philosophers. Some philosophers means what? The intellectual persons, the intelligent persons. Those are thinking about the society. And some philosophers, I am giving the example, John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Montesquieu are the some noble philosophers. They started a big educational society, a big philosophy. They started to spread a big philosophy in the society. We will discuss about more. First we will discuss about John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. They are the two philosophers. John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, in his two treatises of government, John Locke written the book, the name of the book is Two Treatises of Government. In this book, he sought to refute the doctrine of the divine and absolute right of the monarch. That means monarch enjoyed absolute power, not answerable to anyone, and he can do anything what he wants. So this type of attitude should not be within a monarch. The monarch and the subject, there should be agreement or the treaties, that is called Two Treaties of Government. The treaty between the monarch and the subjects or the people, common people, there should be a relation like father and son. The king and people relation should be a father, like a father and son. There should not be any other relations. And social contract, in this book there is also people, there should be established a democracy government. In the social contract it is written between their two representatives. Then the last one is Montesquieu. In the Montesquieu wrote the Spirit of Laws. According to the Spirit of Laws, Montesquieu wanted to describe that the central government should be separated. Power should not be centralized in one hand. That which make a dictatorship in the country, and what the king, what the dictator want to do, he can do ultimately. But Montesquieu opposed this, and he started to believe, he started to propagate that power should be distributed. How it is distributed in our country now, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. Power is distributed into three parts. So just like that, this type of idea emerged in the 1789, that is the 18th century. Now it is 21st century, and this idea emerged in 200 years back. So power should be distributed among legislature, executive and judiciary, that one can check the growing power of the other organs. So this Montesquieu proposed this type of philosophy by Montesquieu, Rousseau and John Locke. It is spreaded over all over France, and people started to do the arguments against the such type of injustices happened on them. So this type of ideas, philosophy are discussed in saloon, discussed in the coffee shops, tea shops, every public places. This such type of ideas discussed, and these ideas gradually spread over all over country. Then these ideas helped to outbreak of the French Revolution, which became a successful. I hope all of you understand this video. In the next class, we will discuss the starting of the outbreak of French Revolution in France. So I hope all of you stay safety and a good luck.